Hi, my name's Suzanne Day, and I run a charity and a business for stopping domestic violence. And I like to get my message out in a creative way. So, one of the things I do is I write children's books and I write affirmation cards, poems, and I also knit blankets. And today I've got a story about Willie the wombat who was kind. So, I'd like to read this to you. So Willie was a friendly old wombat. He lived in Wattle Flat, that's near Bathurst, just out of Bathurst, which was a farming community near Bathurst. And he had a great burrow that he built where he lived underground. His burrow went way underground and had lots of tunnels for him to go into. He was friends with all the other wildlife that lived in Wattle Flat. He would stop and talk to them on his daily wander throughout the bush. And Wattle Flat was a friendly, happy place to live. It's a very small town. And it was a great farming community where everyone would help others if they could. And it was a place where not much would ever happen, though. It was very quiet. And Willie liked it that way, and he would do the same thing most days. And that was until one day when a bushfire started on the mountains on the outskirts of town. And this bushfire got bigger and bigger as it was a very hot, windy day. And the firemen in town and from surrounding villages all came to help put out the fire. But they were not able to stop the fire growing, so it just got bigger and bigger, till it was very close to town and all the houses that were in town. And the fire was very loud and unpredictable. Luckily, none of the homes burnt down in the fire, as the firefighters all protected the homes, which was great. And after a week, the firefighters finally got the fire out. The animals in the bush in Wattle Flat were very frightened of this fire. They did not know what was happening, as they'd never been in a bushfire before. The birds that Willie knew told him to hide in his burrow when the fire came so that he was safe. But Willie was concerned for all his friends in the bush that he knew and was friends with. So he told his friends to hide in his burrow with him, so they were all safe too. So the snakes, the quolls, the padmelons, might not have said that right, came into Willie's burrow with him. All Willie's friends were safe because they came into his burrow with him and were safe from the fire. This kind action from Willie was what saved a lot of the animals from the terrible fire. And the animals were very grateful for Willie being so kind to them and remained very good friends with him. They never forgot Willie's kindness and told him if he ever needed anything to let them know, and he would help them. They would help him. You see, no small kind act is ever too little for an animal or a person to do. And just like in people, animals do kind actions too, and they also feel emotions just like people do. And sometimes animals show beautiful kindness to people too. So don't forget to be kind to an animal near you when you can, because animals have feelings too. And then there's just an activity for children to do. And the moral is show kindness to animals and people because we all feel things. And that's the end of the story. Oh, and there's just a little bit of history on the town. It was a farming and orchard area until the 1850s when the miners came to the area and they panned for gold in the area. And at one time, the town had a population of 500 people, with 5 hotels, 4 general stores, 2 wheelwrighters, 2 blacksmiths, a bootmaker, a butcher, a baker, Cobb and Co., a change station, a post office, a coach builder, and also the Church of England and a Catholic church. So that's just the history on the town. And that's the end of this story. And if you like this story, you can push the like button, and you can also subscribe to our page. Thank you.